Hi guys, this is Rose from a Catholic homeschooling family, and it is December 26th. Happy birthday, Jesus. Merry Christmas to all. His birthday was yesterday. It is 10:02 p.m. I know I haven't made a video in a long time, but a lot of stuff has been going on. I had a kind of difficult pregnancy the last couple of weeks. My baby was born December 4th, and in brief, I'll tell you my birth story, right? As fast as I can. So anyways, the last couple of weeks I had horrible heartburn. Super painful. I couldn't sleep at night. Even though I was taking medicine. And then I started having a lot of really bad itching. Really bad itching on my hands and on my feet in the middle. Mostly.
Before you gave birth?
Yeah, before I gave birth. Mostly at night. It would get really bad while I was in bed. And I still had the itching until just recently. Maybe it went away like a couple of days ago. God bless you, honey. So on my 38-week appointment, I was like, I want to say 38 weeks and 4 days or something like that. No, 38. Yeah, I believe 38 weeks and 5 days. That was Tuesday, December
Not behind you.
3rd. Get out of there. Get out. Get out of my closet. No. Turn off the lights. Yes, turn off the lights and close the door. So 38 weeks and 5 days. That was a Tuesday, December 3rd. Yeah, be quiet. No. Yes, close the door. Yeah, close the door. Get out. I went to the doctor's appointment and I told him, I'm having this horrible itching, burning, tingling sensation mostly at night, and I can't get like over it. It just, even if I scratch myself, I still feel it, and it's driving me insane. And then he said, oh, yes, you have something called, and I'm going to put the name at the bottom, okay? In the bottom of in the description. Cholestasis.
Do you still have the disease?
No, it went away. Cholestasis, ICP. And then he said we should do, I recommend that we do induction right away. And I said, oh no, I don't want to, because this whole time I'd been telling him I don't want to induce. No, I don't want to. He's like, okay, look, let's do blood work today, and tomorrow, not all the tests are going to come back, but tomorrow, whatever does come back, if anything comes back elevated, we have to do so immediately. And I said, okay, fine, that's fair, that's a deal. And apparently there was a test that was going to take like a week to come in, but he didn't want to wait. He wasn't going to wait for that one. Stop it! Oh, he drives me. Nothing, he's just driving me crazy. Anyways, so what I decided I was going to do is instead, hold on, guys. Yeah, because I'm making a YouTube video and I haven't made one in a really long time, and I really would like to make one if it's possible. Okay, yes, if you can help me, because I haven't made a YouTube video. Take him out of here, he's driving me nuts. That one. Please, babe. Thank you. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so I was like, yeah, sure, well, let's do that. So what I decided to do, because I did not want him to induce me with Pitocin, I decided I was going to try to induce myself. So what I did was I got some castor oil. I went to the grocery store like right after. That was like at 10 in the morning when I was done with the doctor. I went to the grocery store and I got castor oil. So as soon as I got home, let's say by 10:30, thank you, babe, I took the castor oil and I had to go number 2.
The baby vomit.
Put the baby down. Go get a wipey, please. Look, the wipers are right there. He's always vomiting. I had to, so that was like around 10:30 that I took it. And right there, right on top, right on top. I had to, go to the restroom, but I didn't have to go to the restroom until a couple hours later, maybe like around 12:30 or so. I don't remember the exact time, but anyways. But before I had to go to the restroom, almost immediately, let's say around by 11, I started to feel like really bad, like my stomach, like all of this part got super tight, super, sorry guys, super duper tight. And it was like a contraction, but it wasn't coming and going. It just stayed tense. If I would stand up, it would get super, super tense. I can only make the tightness decrease if I like laid down. Other than that, I felt like super, super tight. Like I said, like a contraction. And it wasn't really painful. It was just like a really, really strong contraction without the pain. So I kind of got a little bit scared. Then around, and then I stopped feeling the baby, right? And around 2:30 or so, I went and I took a nap. And I took my two other toddlers to take a nap with me. And I was just like laying in bed, right? And thinking, let me see if I feel the baby. I finally fell asleep. I never felt the baby. So I woke up, it was around 4:30. And I just laid in bed for like maybe 10 minutes. I didn't feel the baby. So I got up and I got, so this was right after Thanksgiving, right? And I still had pumpkin pie. I mean, not pumpkin pie, pecan pie, which is my favorite pie. So I got a slice of pecan pie, 2 cups of chocolate milk. And then I waited for like 15 minutes. I laid back down and I didn't feel the baby. So I started to freak out. And then I waited a little bit. So around like 6:30 or so, I was like, okay, let me drink some orange juice. So I drank some orange juice. And about 6:40, I felt the baby kick one time. And I was like, oh my God, the baby is not moving. I did something. I killed the baby or something, right? So the thing is, cholestasis is like pretty bad. The doctor wanted to induce me right away because apparently like your body starts attacking the baby. I don't really know exactly what it is, but something about the liver and the body maybe thinking that the baby is a foreign object or something. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. But anyways, it's at the bottom. And so that's why he wanted to induce me right away, because a lot of these babies, when the mom gets it, they don't survive. Most of them, I think the miscarriage stillborn time frame is around 38 weeks. And I was already at 38 weeks. I was almost 39 weeks. So the doctor was really worried, but I was being stubborn. So that's also why I wanted to self-induce just to, get the baby out, but I didn't want the doctor to induce me. Either way, it all went wrong. Not tragic, but not smoothly or well. So right before I left the doctor's office, he's like, I'm gonna let you go home, everything, whatever. We'll see what the results say, come back, saying what they say when they come back tomorrow. And so he said, I remember, he's like, make sure you are constantly paying attention to the movement. Make sure the baby moves. Make sure the baby moves. He told me like 3 or 4 times. You have to make sure that your baby is moving. Keep doing the kick count. Do it throughout the day. Okay, so fine. So I left with all of that in mind. And like I said, going back to about 6:40, the baby moved only one time. So it's been hours, basically, and in those several hours, the baby never moved except for one time. So I started freaking out. My husband was at work. I called him. I told him, hey, babe, I'm really worried now that, now I have this fear that I hurt the baby, that I killed the baby's in distress or something, because of my stubbornness, 1, that I don't want to induce right away, and 2, because I took the castor oil, and maybe that castor oil, I don't know, distressed the baby or something. So I said, babe, I'm scared and I'm nervous, just to be on the safe side, I want to go to the hospital. So my husband's at work. He leaves work right away. He gets home. We get everything ready because I hadn't packed my bag, right? And we leave the house at around 8:15 or so. I was at the hospital. We were at the hospital by 8:30, and they get me in the room and everything. They check me out. They talk to me. They ask me all these questions or whatever. The nurse says she's gonna call the doctor. So she calls the doctor. I told them about the castor oil and everything. They put me on the heart. They put the baby on a heart monitor. The heart is fine. The baby is doing great, right? But I was told the nurse, why isn't the baby moving? She's like, I don't know. But he's fine. His heart rate is fine. Anyways, but she's like, I'm gonna call the doctor. So she leaves. She comes back. She tells me the doctor says he wants you to stay overnight for observation. And I was like, why? If I'm fine, I want to leave. She's like, oh, I told him that you said that if you didn't have to stay, you weren't gonna want to stay. Because I had told her that before she called the doctor. She told the doctor, and then she tells me that the doctor said that if I wanted to leave, I was gonna have to sign like a medical, not a medical release, but like where I refuse medical. Hi, what is it called? Basically, where I'm saying that I don't want medical attention and that nobody's gonna get in trouble and nobody's gonna get sued because it was my fault. Against medical advisement or something like that I refuse to like get the treatment or whatever. So she said that the doctor, if I wanted to leave, that the doctor was going to want me to sign that. My husband was there. My husband was mad because I didn't want to get induced initially. He's like, you're stupid, you're crazy, you're going to kill the baby, blah, blah, blah. You should have just said, yes, let's induce immediately. And, he's like, you're being selfish and stubborn, blah, blah, blah. And my husband was like, we're not leaving, we're staying. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm already here. I might as well just stay. And I said, but if I stay, can I be not tied down and attached to all these like machines? She's like, no, you have to stay for observation. We need to be monitoring you. I was like, okay, fine. Luckily, I had all my stuff already because I was thinking I might have to stay. And my in-laws were taking care of my other children, so everything was good. So we're there, but you can't sleep at a hospital. Nurses are constantly coming in and checking on you. So it was a really long night. Really, really long night. And at 6:45, the nurses come in and they said, we talked to the doctor. The doctor wants to induce you right now. So, oh crap, okay, fine. I was already expecting them to induce me anyways. So I wasn't really shocked, but it was like exciting and nerve-wracking and everything all at the same time. So at 6:45, they start the Pitocin. Like by 6:45, they start the Pitocin. At 7 o'clock sharp, the doctor walks in. He breaks my water. 7 a.m., right? All right. So everybody was like, so you've had so many children. This is going to be super easy labor. Yes, fast delivery. Everything's going to go real smooth. You're going to have your baby in a couple of hours. Everything's going to be amazing and wonderful and super fast. And, expect to have your baby by 11 or 12 in the morning, afternoon. So, bring my water at 7. Nothing's happening. Like, they keep checking me, and I'm like stalled like at a 4 or 5, right? More or less around there. I was a 4 or a 5 for a while. And at around 11 o'clock in the morning, I want the epidural.
Oh my god.
I want the epidural. Okay, so they come, they give me the epidural. Let's say that's done by like 11:15, 11:20. And so the doctor keeps coming in and out like throughout the day. He's amazing. He was a new doctor that I got there for this pregnancy. And the nurses keep coming in and out. They check me several times. I'm not dilating. I'm not getting any further than 4 or 5. And the doctor doesn't know why. So the nurses, like, they keep turning me from side to side, telling me to rock sideways, like, whenever I can, to remember just to, like, rock to the sides, And the doctor's like, what's going on? Why aren't you progressing? I was like, I don't know. I'm getting nervous. I'm going to have a C-section. They're like, no, let's give it a little bit more time. You're still all right. It hasn't been that long. And like I said, it's been hours. And so at about 2 o'clock, the doctor comes in again, because he's been coming in and out. Because I kept thinking I was going to progress really fast. So he comes in at about 2 o'clock. By 2 o'clock, I can feel the epidural wearing off. I can start to move my feet around, and I can't kick my legs or lift my legs, but I can shift my legs around in the bed, like move them a little bit, like side to side, like the epidural is wearing off. I can feel my legs. I told the doctor, I can feel my legs. I can move my legs. I can move my feet, and then I kick my feet around. I wiggle my feet around. And he's like, okay, well, let's see what happens. You're not progressing. And he's like, I don't know what to do. So they put a binder on me, and then they were gonna put this monitor that I did this before once, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a little stick monitor that they attach to your leg, and I don't know if they actually put it inside your vagina. I don't know. And it's supposed to help monitor the baby better. They were gonna do that, but I was like, I don't really want to do that. I told them I didn't really want to. They're like, okay. So this is about 2 o'clock. I tell the doctor I can feel my legs. I'm worried that once, I really need to start pushing or whatever, I'm going to be in pain. And then he's like, no. Look, right now you're not really progressing. I don't know what's going on. Why you're not progressing. The baby was still sitting on my right rib. He wasn't engaging. They're getting all stressed out, and they're stressing me out. But they're like, we're still within good time. It's not a big deal right now. The baby's not in distress or whatever. But we're going to try to see if maybe it's the Pitocin. There's something wrong with the Pitocin. It's expired or something. I'm like, how can y'all do that? If the Pitocin, I didn't tell them anything, but in my head, I was like, if the Pitocin is defective, and it's not working adequately and it's weak, maybe other people get super strong Pitocin. It's y'all are playing with people's lives or whatever. I just said that in my head. I didn't say it to them. It was this is nonsense. This is ridiculous. This is why I didn't want to do an induction to begin with. There's a lot of risk to it. Anyways, all of this is in my head. I didn't say anything. But they changed the Pitocin bag. And sure enough, a little bit later, by 3 o'clock, I'm feeling strong contractions. I can feel them. They don't really hurt, but I can feel them. Because like I said, the epidural was wearing off. I can feel my legs. Now I can kick my legs around. Literally, I could kick my legs up and down. I could move them. I was feeling pretty much everything at this point, but not in a whole lot of pain. Just I could feel the contractions. They weren't painful yet. All right. So that's at 3 o'clock. And I was just waiting a little bit longer. By 3:45 or so, I'm in so much pain. I was about to call the nurse to tell her I'm in so much pain. I need more epidural. Because the doctor had told me when he came around too that he would give me something for pain if I needed it further down. But that at the time he didn't want to give it to me because I didn't need it. And he didn't want to give it to me and then not be able to give it to me when I actually needed it. Something like that. So at around 3:45, the nurse walks in. I was about to call her, but she walks in and tells, look, I can feel everything. I'm in so much pain. My contractions hurt so bad. I can actually even feel the baby pushing down on my cervix. I think the baby's coming. I'm pretty sure he's coming because I can feel my cervix, a head or something in my cervix. And it hurt so bad. And she's like, okay. She's all calm. All right, let me check you again. This is around 3:45, okay? And I am I'm serious. I need something. I'm in pain. And she's all casual and relaxed and stuff. And so she's like, let me just check your cervix real quick and then I'll call the doctor. And so she checks my cervix and she's like, oh, I can see her demeanor changed from like calm to like anxious and stressed out. And I don't even know if she gasped, but she was like, "You're a 9." And she starts to panic. And she's like, "You're a 9." Like in a, like that. And she like right away, like within like half a second, she grabs the phone and she's like, "Doctor, where are you?" She's already a 9. And I don't know what the doctor says, and she's like, "Okay, okay, okay, okay." And then she hangs up.
What does that mean?
I'll tell you later.
About to give birth?
Yeah, the baby's about to come. And then she hangs up right away, and she's like, "Okay, the doctor will be here right now." And she runs out, and she gets like three other, so it's like 4 of them. She gets like 3 other nurses, and they come in and like within 5 minutes they have the room ready to go. They got the bed fixed. They got me in position. They like got cleaned up or whatever. They got all the equipment or whatever that they use. The doctor walks in by like 3:55, right? And real quick he puts on his scrubs and his gloves and his like whatever he does. He washes his hands or whatever real quick. And then now remember, guys, I'm feeling everything. So now, I don't know if I think the pain was way worse. I think the pain is way worse when there's Pitocin involved. I think it wouldn't have been as painful if the Pitocin had not been given to me. I think it would have been a lot easier. So, 3:55, the doctor comes in. And he's like, "Okay, so now we're going to push." I was like, "Doctor, but I don't have any pain medication." He's like, "I know. I said I was going to give it to you. Thing is, I don't want to give it to you."
Why?
Because we've had such a hard time getting this baby into position. We've had such a hard time, like, getting you to deliver. Like, if we give you something right now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if that'll stall your contractions, but at the very least, you won't be able to push. You will not be able to push. So, because of all of that, I'm not going to give you anything. I was like, "But I can feel everything." This hurts so bad. He's like, "You're going to be fine. It's going to be fine." Now, let's do a practice push. Okay? And so he tricked me. He's like, "It's just a practice push." Like, he said that to me. I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Okay, get ready. Hold your breath. And now push." And so he literally wanted me to hold my breath, like, and push the baby, like, with me holding my breath. And I didn't understand. I started going, like, hyperventilating myself. And he's like, No. Hold your breath and push." So I did. I did that. And I pushed once. And that was so painful. So horribly painful. He's like, "Okay, the baby's coming. Do it again." And I was like, "No, I can't do it again. I can't do it again." And like, I'm in the verge of tears because it's so painful because the first one was so horrible. He's like, No. You have to do it again." I was like, "No, I don't want to." And then he pretty much yelled at me. He's like, "You have to do it again. Hold your breath and push. Rosa. Look at me right now. Hold your breath and push." And I was like, "Okay." And so I hold my breath and I push. It was, again, horrible. Super painful. But the nurses are really nice. The nurses are like, "Come on, you can do it. You're doing awesome." So it's like a, cheer squad or something. Everybody, because there was like a lot of nurses, like 4 nurses and 1 doctor. The doctors just, my husband's like holding me from my back, like kind of like lifting me up, like from my upper back, my head area, like right here. He's like helping me like kind of sit up. And so the nurses were like, "You can do it. Just one more push. Your baby's already almost out. It's just his legs that you need to push out." It's like, I cannot do it. I can't. Like, you know how you see it in the movies with the ladies are screaming and crying. And it's like, I can't. Forgive, the baby's going to stay there forever. That was me. What I saw on the TV, I thought it wasn't real. It's totally real. At least maybe because I got the Pitocin. I don't know. So, and the epidural had worn off, right? So finally, it's like the last push, and I can barely push. I'm like, kind of like a half push. And the doctor was like, come on, you can do it. The nurse was like, come on, you can do it. It's only the legs. You're almost done. And I was like, well, if it's only the legs, just pull them out because I can't push anymore. Like, I literally said that pretty much in tears. And so I kind of half pushed, and the doctor kind of pulled the baby out. And that was the end of it. Once the baby came out, surprisingly, the pain went away. It was not so bad. I didn't tear anything, thank God. And the baby was super tiny. He was like, oh crap, I forgot. Like 6 pounds, 5 ounces, or something like that. Yeah, super tiny. And he was kind of long. I mean, but yeah, I guess for my other babies, he's the second longest. Chito, I think, was 20 and 3/4 inches, and this baby was like 20 inches. Inches or centimeters? I don't know. 20. So, but he was my skinniest baby, but almost my longest baby. Not my skinniest baby. My skinniest boy, Mia Bella, was smaller. She was like 5'6" or something like that. Almost 5'7". I think she was like 5.68. And so he was my least weight baby, but on the longer end. And then the placenta came out. The placenta was going to come out, and I was super scared. I was like, oh my God, the placenta's going to hurt super bad. But it actually didn't. Like, the contractions were still hurting, but like the exit wasn't in pain. I know, like, you guys understand. Like, the canal, whatever, didn't really hurt. It's just the contractions were hurting. So that was very traumatic, okay? Keep in mind, I hadn't eaten since the day before. This was already like 4 p.m. I hadn't eaten since like about 8 o'clock the day before on Tuesday. I had my baby on Wednesday, 4 o'clock. Exactly 4:01 p.m. When I ate at 8 o'clock right before we left the house. It was like right before. And I just ate a sandwich, like like 2 pieces of bread and some ham. And I was like in a hurry. I wasn't hungry. I was just like trying to get something in my stomach because I knew I wasn't going to eat for a while. But I didn't expect it to be like that long of a period, because after that they make you do recovery for like 2 hours. So let's say I had the baby, let's say I actually did have the baby at 4:01. So at 4, then they make you wait like 2 hours. And so it was 6 o'clock, and I was like, okay, can I leave? Can I go back like to not labor and delivery, the other room, like postpartum? Can I go? They're like, no, you can't leave now because we're in the middle of a shift change. We're shift changing right now at exactly 6 o'clock. I was like, people, you got to let me leave. I've been here. I already waited my 2 hours for recovery. I want to go. First of all, I need to breastfeed my baby because he hasn't eaten since he was born. Let's say he ate at 4:30 or something. I need to feed him. And I also have to eat because I haven't eaten. They don't let you eat or drink in that room. In the labor delivery room. They don't let you eat or drink there. I was like, I need to go. Let me leave. They're like, we can't. I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait until the shift changes. And I was like, well, how long is that? They're like, I don't know. It might take like 30 minutes. And then we also have to call up there to the, postpartum or whatever. I forgot what it's called. But that other department, like floor, whatever. And then they actually shift change at 7. So you're going to have to wait until after they shift change. I was like, no way. You're not telling me that I'm going to have to wait until all of y'all are done with shift changing. That's not going to get me up to that room until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. No. I haven't eaten in almost 24. I wouldn't have eaten in over 24 hours by that point. I'm super thirsty. I'm starving. I'm dehydrated. That's not healthy for me. Plus, I need to get myself like together before I can breastfeed my child. I need to breastfeed him. Are you telling me I'm not going to? So I made this big deal. I was like, I need to talk to somebody. Give me the floor supervisor. I need to talk to somebody. This is ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. So, I was super upset. I was starving. I was exhausted. I was super thirsty. I was horrible. I can't believe that they wanted me to wait that long.
How much?
Like 4 hours.
Starving.
Yes.
And Dad got you Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and Dad got me Chick-fil-A. So I finally I was like, no, this is not gonna happen. Give me somebody. So the nurse, this girl, like she wasn't like, I don't know if she was a nurse or just like somebody that sits there. She was super nice. She tried to help me out. She's like, let me go see what I can do. Let me see if I can help do something for you. So she leaves and she comes back. She's like, okay, good. They're gonna let me take you upstairs right now. So give me like 5 minutes. Let me just get your paperwork and whatever, and then we'll leave. We'll go up. So thank God I was back. I was up in the upstairs by like 6:45 or so. My husband brought me Chick-fil-A. I ate. I was so happy. It was like one of the most beautiful meals I ever ate. But I was so hungry. I ate it so fast, and I could feel like my stomach was so empty that I like I could feel my stomach like just like gulping, like I don't know. It was a weird. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it was just like it was so empty that I could feel the food like going in. It was weird. And anyways, that was amazing. I was so delicious. And then they gave me my baby, and yeah, they got me my baby at around 8 o'clock, and my older children came in to see the baby at 8 o'clock. Visiting hours was over at 9, so they kicked everybody out at 9, and that was the end. It was so amazing and so exhausting and dramatic and exciting all at the same time. So that's my really long, as fast as I could, birth story.
Okay, we show the baby now?
Yes, we can show the baby now. All right, guys, are you ready? He's kind of half asleep.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
There.
Passy. Okay.
He doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it. All right, let me show you some. I'm going to add a couple of pictures at the end of this. Well, no, I probably won't do that. You guys probably don't even. I'll just add like I guess I'll add like one picture at the end, the Christmas picture, and then I'll add the labor picture as the thumbnail, like the delivery, like when he's delivered. All right, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching A Catholic Homeschooling Family. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.